Hello students, I am back. Class 5, subject EVS, chapter number 6, that is running with last few days. Chapter name, the world of plants, topic, germination. Today we are going to talk about the germination. The process through which the embryo inside the seed grows into a new plant is known as germination. In the subject of EVS, the maximum things are completed in a particular system, and that particular system is known as the process. So, it is the process by which the seed grows into a new plant. Okay? Means it is the process by which a seed grows into a new plant, that is known as germination. So, the germination changes the seed into the new plant. Okay? And seed is inside the embryo. Embryo is the part of a plant which grows after that for new plant. Germination can occur only when the plant is provided with three essential conditions. Means if the germination is to be completed, three conditions are necessary. Without those three conditions, germination cannot take the place. So these three conditions are compulsory, and the conditions are: first, water; second, oxygen; third, suitable temperature. Water, we all know that it is a liquid which helps us to life. Oxygen, it is a part of the air which is present in all over us. Third, suitable temperature. Temperature means how much hot and how much cold. That the difference is the temperature. So, suitable temperature, oxygen and water. These are the three conditions which are compulsory to take the place of germination. If water, oxygen and suitable temperature is not present, germination cannot take the place and seed will die. If the temperature is too high, if the temperature is too low, if the oxygen is not provided, if the suitable water is not getting, then the germination cannot take place. Sometimes you will listen in the news channels that the farmer lost his crops because of the unsuitable weather conditions. Sometimes too much rain gets, sometimes very less rain gets. So temperature and the conditions that are necessary. Sometimes too much hot in the weather, sometimes less hot in the weather. These are the conditions. So these three conditions are compulsory for taking the process of the germination. Most seeds require a specific temperature range to germinate. It is a very important point, because you know that in the different places, different type of crops are being produced. The reason is range of temperature different. It is that at the different place the different temperature is present, different weather conditions are there. That's why we are getting the different type of crops and different place. So most of the seeds require a particular specific temperature, or only in that temperature that seeds grows into the new plant. The baby plant that opens after germination is known as the seedling. Means when the germination process is completed, when the seed gets all these three conditions that are necessary for the germination, then that seed got into the next step and it becomes a seedling. That seedling is a baby plant. It develops a root system called radicle, which grows down into the soil. Means after the seedling, this seedling has a root system. You know, roots that go inside the soil and taking the nutrients for the plant. So this seedling has the root system, and that root system is known as the radicle. Okay, so the root system that is present in the seedling, that is called the radicle, and it grows downside to the soil. It also develops a shoot system called plumule. Okay, plumule. which grows upwards. It also develops a shoot system called cumule which grows upwards. Means this seedling has the shoot also. You know, the shoot that grows upward of the earth, upward upside of the plant. It grows upward, upside. So it has a root system and shoot system. Root system that goes inside the soil and the shoot system that goes upwards. So these were the points about the germination. I hope all of you understand it. Even you have any confusion, you can contact to me. So your today's homework is learn and write about germination in your EVS activity copy. You have to read out these points, you will learn all these points, you will write all these points in your EVS activity copy. Thank you.